Have you ever wished you could turn back the clock and change a decision you made? Most of us have experienced these feelings of regret and guilt. They're emotions that are as universal as they are uncomfortable. But what if there was a way to navigate these feelings, to turn them into stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks? This is where the ancient philosophy of Stoicism steps in. Stoicism encourages us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we can't. It's a philosophy that provides us with tools to turn regret and guilt into opportunities for personal growth and development. Stoicism teaches us that regret and guilt often stem from our attachment to things we can't control. The first step in Stoic reflection is recognizing that these feelings are natural but can be managed. As we traverse through the ever-changing landscapes of life, we often stumble upon feelings of regret and guilt. These feelings, though uncomfortable, are a natural part of our human existence. Stoic reflection, a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, guides us to confront these feelings head-on. It encourages us to peer into the depths of our actions and emotions, not with self-judgment, but with a sense of understanding and compassion for ourselves. Now you might wonder, how does Stoic reflection help manage these feelings? The answer lies in the essence of Stoicism, understanding and accepting what is within our control and what is not. You see, Stoicism propounds that our feelings of regret and guilt often stem from our attachment to the past, to the things we cannot change. But what if we shift our focus? What if, instead of grappling with the past, we strive to understand it, to learn from it, and then to let it go? This is where Stoic reflection comes into play. It nudges us towards acceptance. Acceptance of our past, acceptance of our mistakes, and acceptance of our inability to change what has already transpired. And as we cultivate this acceptance, we begin to free ourselves from the shackles of regret and guilt. We start to see them not as burdens, but as stepping stones towards personal growth and self-improvement. We learn to use these feelings as a compass, guiding us towards better decisions and actions in the future. So, the next time you find yourself entangled in regret or guilt, remember, these feelings are not your enemies. They are your teachers, your guides. Embrace them, learn from them, and then let them go. That is the power of Stoic reflection. Happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within our control, and some things are not. By focusing on what we can control and accepting what we cannot, we harness the power to navigate our feelings of regret and guilt, turning them into catalysts for personal growth and transformation. One powerful Stoic practice is journaling. This simple yet profound tool allows us to engage in critical self-reflection, which is at the heart of Stoic philosophy. Now, you might be wondering how journaling can help manage feelings of regret and guilt. Let's delve into that. Imagine you're holding a mirror to your thoughts and actions. This mirror is your journal. Each day, you write down your actions, decisions, and feelings. This isn't about judging yourself harshly or wallowing in regret, but about understanding your actions and their consequences. Take, for example, a journal entry like this. Today, I felt a pang of regret for speaking harshly to a friend. I let my frustration override my empathy. Tomorrow, I will strive to be more patient and understanding. This entry acknowledges the regret, identifies the mistake, and sets a course for improvement. Journaling brings clarity to our thoughts and actions. It helps us identify patterns, triggers, and areas where we can improve. It's a way to hold ourselves accountable, not with judgment, but with kindness and understanding. But remember, this is not about self-blame. It's about self-improvement. It's about recognizing our missteps and learning from them. It's about striving to act with wisdom and virtue in the face of life's challenges. And let's not forget, the Stoics themselves were prolific journal keepers. Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic philosophers, kept a journal that eventually became the book Meditations. His reflections on virtue, duty, and the nature of life have guided countless people through the ages. So why not give it a try? Start a journal. Reflect on your day, acknowledge your regrets, understand your guilt, and chart a path forward. Remember, it's not about perfection, but progress. Each journal entry is a step toward becoming a better version of yourself. This self-awareness is key to growth. It's through understanding our past actions that we can shape our future ones. Through journaling, we can turn regret and guilt into stepping stones for personal growth and self-improvement. So, grab a pen and start your journey of Stoic reflection today. Another Stoic tool is studying the philosophy itself. This incredible ancient school of thought has given us an array of profound texts that resonate even today, thousands of years later. Some of these key works include the insightful Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor who penned his personal reflections on virtue, duty, and the nature of life. Then there's the Enchiridion, a manual of ethical advice by the wise Epictetus, a former slave who became a prominent philosopher. These texts, along with many others, provide a treasure trove of wisdom. They encourage us to reflect on our actions, to accept what we cannot change, and to strive for personal growth. By studying Stoic philosophy, we expose ourselves to timeless insights that can guide us through our feelings of regret and guilt. These books offer timeless wisdom to help you navigate regret and guilt. Now let's break it down into 3 simple steps for dealing with regret and guilt through Stoic reflection. This is a process of turning inward, using the lens of Stoicism to examine our emotions and actions. Firstly, we have acceptance. Understand and acknowledge that the past is immutable. It's carved in stone, unchangeable. Dwelling on what we cannot alter only breeds regret and guilt, emotions that tie us to the past and hinder us from moving forward. The Stoics believed that acceptance is liberating, freeing us from the shackles of past mistakes and opening up a path to inner peace. Next, we have self-reflection. This is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. It involves observing our own thoughts, feelings, and actions with a detached, unbiased perspective. By reflecting, we can identify our strengths and weaknesses and pinpoint areas where we strayed from our values or acted impulsively. It's not about self-blame, but about understanding, learning, and growing. Remember, every stumble is a chance to rise stronger. Finally, we arrive at course correction. Now, this is the practical application of Stoic reflection. It's about using the insights gained from self-reflection to improve our future actions. Course correction is not about drastic overnight changes. Instead, it's about making small, consistent shifts in our behavior over time. It's about transforming regret and guilt into fuel for personal growth and transformation. So, acceptance, self-reflection, and course correction. These 3 steps form the core of dealing with regret and guilt through Stoic reflection. They guide us in turning our gaze inward, confronting our emotions, and channeling them towards positive change. This is where true growth happens. This is where we rise from the ashes of regret and guilt, emerging stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Remember, we cannot change the past, but we hold the power to shape our future. Harness that power and let it guide you towards becoming the best version of yourself. So, there you have it. A simple and practical way to deal with regret and guilt through Stoic reflection. We've journeyed through the realm of Stoicism, finding strength and solace in its timeless wisdom. In our exploration, we've discovered that these feelings of regret and guilt, while natural, are often tied to our attachment to things we cannot control. But by embracing the Stoic principle of recognizing what is and isn't within our control, we can begin to unburden ourselves of these heavy emotions. We've also learned about the transformative power of Stoic practices, such as journaling. By taking time each day to reflect on our actions and decisions, we can foster self-awareness and actively work towards personal growth. Remember the example journal entry? Today I regret snapping at a colleague. I could have shown more patience. Tomorrow I will practice restraint and understanding. This practice isn't about self-blame, but about self-improvement. Diving into Stoic texts like Meditations by Marcus Aurelius or Enchiridion by Epictetus can offer us further guidance on our journey. These texts are treasure troves of wisdom that can help us navigate the seas of regret and guilt. And finally, we've broken it all down into 3 simple steps: acceptance, self-reflection, and course correction. Accept that you can't change the past. Practice self-reflection to identify your mistakes and learn from them, and commit to making better choices in the future. That's where true growth happens, In essence, dealing with regret and guilt through Stoic reflection is about taking control of what you can, accepting what you can't, and striving to be a better person each day. It's a journey of continuous growth, self-improvement, and self-forgiveness. Thank you for joining us today. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more practical wisdom from Stoic philosophy. And as always, stay Stoic, my friends.